जोड़ कर विनती सुनो मैया जय जयकार ओ मैया जय जयकार। आओ आओ महाकाली मैया अम्मा शुभ स्वागतम मैं तो पूजा करूंगी हाथ जोड़ कर विनती सुनो मैया जय जयकार ओ मैया जय जयकार। मैया जय जयकार ओ मैया जय जयकार।
प्रेम से समापति महादेव की जय। आज शक्ति दुर्गा भवानी माता की जय। Let us all stand as we begin this beautiful night, this wonderful afternoon in devotion to the Divine Mother. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. निषिदना तुमको ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी। निषिदना तुमको ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी। 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 ओम धूम दुर्गाय नमः। सर्वेशं स्वाहा। मांग सिंदूर विराजत तीको मृद मद को। देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी हो जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जय दुर्गा देवी जय दुर्गा देवी जय 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 दुर्गा देवी जय दुर्गा देवी जय दुर्गा देवी जय 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 दुर्गा देवी जय दुर्गा देवी जय दुर्गा देवी जय 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 दुर्गा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी ओम श्री दुर्गायै नमः धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं 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 ललिता धुम 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 दुर्गा लं लं जय माता दी 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 ज्ञान से बोलो जय माता दी मिलकर बोलो जय माता दी प्यार से बोलो जय माता दी 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 आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की भद्रकाली माता की जय आसन लीजिए सब लोग कंसल्ट कर सीट्स On this beautiful night, my dear friends, once more, we've taken another beautiful opportunity to praise our Divine Mother in the form of Shri Adi Shakti Bhadrakali Mata. On this auspicious night, we take this moment to specially welcome each and every one. We say Aapko Swagat or Namaskar Karta Hu to all Bhaktas, to all devotees who've sacrificed once more your time, your efforts, your energy to be here. On behalf of the entire team of the Kali Yatra, we specially welcome all. We say Swagatam, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Kali, blessings to each and every one. To begin this night, we specially welcome Bhaiji, my wonderful brother Pundit Randi Bhaiya. Swagatam Bhaiji once more. Pandit Satyaranji, who's here with us, and the entire team of Bhakti TV, we say Swagatam, Namaskar, a cordial welcome to all of you as via Bhakti TV as well. Tonight to all devotees who are tuned in via Facebook, a cordial welcome to all. To the members of the Celestial Gandarvas, members of my wonderful group, and also joining tonight, Bhaiji Ritesh, who has come from New York to join us in this most beautiful occasion. To the members who have come to join us on the rhythm, with the tapu, music, once more special welcome to all of you. On this night, to each and every one who have come to this wonderful shrine, this wonderful Yagyashala created to bring forth the blessings of the Divine Mother, Swagatam, Namaskar, and Jai Mata Di. At this time, we invite all to sit upright as we close our eyes and as we're about to join in our invocation prayer, where we praise that Universal Mother for her manifestation. Today, it's also a day dedicated to the Lord of Life, Bhagwan Gopal. So as we begin our night, salutations to Sri Govinda. Om.
「
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः To Goddess Lakshmi we pray. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वतीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः As we pray to the Divine Lord, salutations to Sri Durga Ma. Jayante Mangalam Kale Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Kshama Shivadatre Swaha Swadha Namostute Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Yasho Dehi Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Yasho Dehi Om Dum Durgaya Namaha Om Dum Durgaya Namaha Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. As we pay salutations to Lord, we touch the feet of Lord Shiva all together. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. To the embodiment of peace, we touch the feet of Mahadev. Tonight, my dear friends, as we lock out the world of negativities and as we praise his golden form, he's known as Mahadev, Shankar Bholenath. When we worship Aarti Shakti, we can never forget the male aspect, that most powerful form of Lord Shiva. And tonight, as we praise the goddess once more, we will chant his name through his beautiful mantra again and again to receive his darshan and to receive his guidance. And to begin our worship tonight, we chant Panchakshara mantra Om Namah Shivaya. जय गिरिजापते दीन दयाला प्रतिपाला हर हर जय शंकर ओम हर 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 जय शंकर ओम हर 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 जय शंकर ओम हर हर ओम नमः शिवाय. As we begin this night now, 40 verses of worship to Adi Shakti Durga Mata as we now join in Shri Durga Chalisa. निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी, निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तीहु लोक पहले उजियारी. नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी. आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, भवानी माता की. We sing tonight, Namo Namo Durge Sukhakarani, Namo Namo Ambe Sukhaharani. As we take this beautiful opportunity to worship our mother, we praise her by 40 verses. Namo Namo Durge Sukhakarani, Namo Namo Ambe Sukhaharani, Namo Namo Durge Sukhakarani, Namo Namo Ambe Sukhaharani. निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तिहु लोक पहले उजियारी. जशिल लाधुक महाविशाला, नेत्रलाल विकुटे कराला. रूप माटु का अडिग सुहावै, दरस करत जन अति सुख पावै. तुम संसार शक्ति लय कीनी, पालन हेतु आन धन देवी. अन्नपूर्णा होई जगपाला, तुम ही आदि सुंदरी बाला. प्रलय काल वर्णाशनहारे, तुम गौरी शिव शंकर प्यारी. शिव योगी तुम हरे गुण गावै, ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम ही वेद गावै. नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी. नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख जय अम्बे. ओम ओम दुर्गाय नमः. रूप सरस्वती का तुम धारा, ऋषि बुद्धि ऋषि मुनि न उबारा. डरे रूप नरसिंह को अम्बा, प्रति भई पार के गंबा. रक्षक प्रहलाद रचायो, हिरण्यक्ष को स्वर्ग बतायो. लक्ष्मी रूप धरि है जग माही, श्री नारायण अंग समाही. क्षीर सिंधु में करता भक्ति से जो जस गावे, दुख निरित्र निकट नहीं आवे। जावे तुम है जो मन लाए, जन्म मरण जे तो छूट जाए। योगी सुर मुनि कहट पुकारे, योग न होई बिना शक्ति तुम्हारे। शंकर आचार रजत पते हो, काम क्रोध जीते तुम देनो। दिन ध्यान धरो शंकर को, काहू काल निज दिन सुनि तुमको। शक्ति रूप को मर्म न पायो, शक्ति गए तब मरण पछतायो। शरणागत होए कीर्ति बखानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी। प्रय प्रसन्न आदि जगदम्बा, जय शक्ति नहीं की न विलंबो। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुखारणी। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी, नमो नमो अम्बे। ओम दुर्गाय नमः। मोह माटो कशक्ति धीरो, तुम बिना प्राण हरे दुख मेरो। आशा तृष्ण निपट सतावे, रिपु मूरख मोहि अति हर पावे। शत्रुनाश की जय महारानी, सुमिरो एक तुम ही भवानी। करो कृपा हे मातु दयाला, रजि सिद्धि दे करो विशाला। जब लगे जियो सदा पल पाओ, तुम्हारो यश मैं सदा सुनाओ। दुर्गा चालीसा जो गावे, तब सुख भोग परम बड़ पावे। देवी शरण निज निज के जाए, करो कृपा जगदम्बा भवानी। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुखारणी। 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 नमो नमो दुर्गे। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुखारणी। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी। निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारे, तिहु लोक फैले उजियारे। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुखकरणी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुखहरणी। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा भवानी माता की जय, भद्रकाली माता की। Tonight, my dear friends, once more cordial welcome, special namaskar, Jai Mata Di, to all devotees of our wonderful Yatra tonight. As we've come together to worship that most powerful Devi, once more, we glorify her beautiful form as we see her tonight. And to each and every one who sacrificed your time, your efforts to be here, may the Mother's blessings be with each and every one. Tonight in our Katha, last night or yesterday was called Mangalvar. And we saw a connection with whom? With Lord Hanumanji and Mother Kali. Today is a day dedicated to who? Today is dedicated to which God? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare. Our Katha, taken partially from Mahabharata, one of the scriptures of Bhagavan Krishna, and joining with the scripture of Devi Bhagavad. We're about to join once more in a wonderful katha, pravachan, a wonderful lila, a wonderful pastime. But before we do so, we join in chants to that beautiful Lord. Where we will see the glory of Bhagwan Gopal tonight, let us elevate the consciousness of Mother Kali within that form of Shri Govinda. To begin the night, we will chant, we will sing, we will receive the darshan of Devi Mata. But firstly, everybody with one voice, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Jai Narayana. How many people eat before you come? Probably that's why. Everybody, Aaj Shakti Durga Mata ki, Gajananda Swami ki. One voice boliye. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare. We join in a chant to Bhagwan Gopal. Why? Because today is a day dedicated to Shri Krishna. And today we will see the connection of Shri Bhadrakali Mata in that beautiful form of Bhagwan Gopal. As we will join in our golden pages to receive that Devi Darshan, tonight we join in chants. Remember, when you sing, you chant the name of Prabhu, that aura, that energy, the vibration of the Mother will simply touch your heart and your life. But you must sing to receive that blessing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Baki Bihari Lal ki, Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody bolo, Jai Govinda, Panduranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody bolo, Hare Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All together now, boliye. Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe Govinda, Murali Madhava Radhe Shyam, Radhe Gopala, Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe Govinda, Murali Madhava Radhe Shyam, Radhe Gopala, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala. Everyone, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Baki Bihari Lal ki, Aaj Shakti Durga Bhavani Mata ki. Tonight I'm sure that when I begin my wonderful gatha, it will be one in which I'm sure many people would say, wow, I never hear that in my life. And if you did, Jai Bhagwan. Tonight we begin our message taken from the golden pages of Mahabharata, where we speak of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, where very soon we will see the essence of Shri Kali Mata. However, tonight our message begins where it is said, to those who can remember the pastimes of Shri Krishna as a child, he created many beautiful pastimes where the world will always remember. When you hear Bhagwan Krishna, you always think of the Lord who is playing the basuri. You'll always see the charming, wonderful Gopal. And whenever you remember Bhagwan Gopal, you'll remember the gopis and the Makhan, and he stole the butter, and he will now go to the homes of all the gopis, and he will play the basuri, and he will allow the world to be lost in his charms. That is Bhagwan Gopal. Tonight, our Katha begins where Shri Krishna, he's at the age, very young, but he's at the age where he's about to leave Vrindavan. Where will he go? He's about to go to Mathura, because in Mathura, that is where his real parents are. And while he's about to leave, the entire village comes together. You see like how we all came together tonight to worship Devi Mata? The whole village came together in Vrindavan, and it is like Prabhu Ramachandra leaving Ayodhya. They stood there by the pillars of Vrindavan, and Bhagwan Krishna is about to walk away. He's about to go onto the cart. His brother Balarama is about to follow him. And while two of them are standing there, all the gopis are bidding them farewell, and they're saying, Bhagwan Kanha, please come back soon. Some of them, their hearts are hurt. Some of them, their minds are confused. They're wondering how to live without Prabhu. Can you live without God? Do you think you can live without God? In whatever aspect of God you love and you worship, can you live without God? Do you think it's ever possible? If for 1 second God decides to disappear from your life, maar gaya. We will just drop there and become nothing. Lifeless, like nothing in the world. If we decide to live without Devi Mata in our lives, if we decide to live without our mother in our lives, do you think you can survive? We can barely survive. The child clings on to a mother. I see a mother hugging her 2 children. Beautiful. Kya baat? It falls in the message. A child clings on to mother. Mothers cling on to the children. They hold them tight. They love them. They nurture them. They teach them right from wrong. They change the roles, like last night mentioned briefly. They change their characteristics and their nature to fall in our lives. Tonight our mother stands beautifully decked. And in our katha, all the devotees of Vrindavan, they're there. And they're looking at Bhagwan Kanha, Balarama, they're about to leave. Yashoda Maya, she walks up to the pillar and she hugs the pillar tight and she says, why? Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to send away my child to somebody else despite I know his real parents are there? Why do I have to send him away when I can't even overlook him? Tell me which true mother doesn't worry? Which true mother doesn't worry? As a child, when the child is walking and the child is about to fall, the mother is the first one to jump up and say, hey. As a big man, you travel wherever you go to work or you go to school or you do whatever you do, and still the mother is thinking, I hope my son good, I hope he eat this morning. I leave and I go all over the place and mommy will still call. I hope he eat. I hope they can carry us out. Which true mother doesn't think of their children no matter how big they become? Which true mother doesn't show love to the family, to the home? And I say, true mother. Well, Bhaktas, the divine Adi Shakti, that supreme and true Devi, is here to bless us all. Yashoda Maya, she stands by the pillar, the entrance to Vrindavan, and she hugs the pillar, and she looks at her son walking away, and her heart hurts. It pains because she has as a mother to see her son leave. And she turns to Nanda Maharaj, why? Why me? It is like Sita Mata who sits on the ground and she rubs the earth and she's suffering right in the Ashoka Vatika. And she's saying, Ma, why me? Have you ever sat down by a murti when you go through a problem and say, Ma, why me? Plenty, right? Have you ever taken a moment to sit by the murti of Devi Mata, Adi Shakti, Jagadamba, Bhadrakalima, and sit down and say, Ma, I don't know why this is happening in my job. I don't know why this is happening in my life. Why me? Haven't you questioned many times, why me, to the mother? The mother takes care of all, but you must be deserving of her love and her blessing. She is the consort. It is said while Parvati Mata is the love and the life of Bhagwan Shankar, Shri Kali Mata is the soul of Lord Shiva. It is more in depth. When Prabhu Shankar Bholenath, he dances the beautiful dance of the world shakes. But if Devi decides to dance, even Lord Shiva have to run. Think about the capacity and the energy of Devi Mata. Today, tonight, Yashoda Maya, she says, Nanda, why? And on the other side of the pillar, who do you think stands there? Patte patte mein Radha, poola poola mein Shyam, वही है ब्रज की भूमि, वही है गोकुल धाम. Radha Rani is standing there and she hugs the pillar. So imagine on one side Yashoda Maya, she's crying. On the other side, they said Radha is standing there, Radha is hugging that pillar. And Kanha, why? You have broken my heart. I've entrusted you my love. I've entrusted you my life. As a child, we would have run together, we played together, we went through the fields together, we danced together. You are my moon and you're my moonlight and you're the sun and you're the sunlight and you're everything to me. Why do you have to go? And when Bhagavan Krishna looks at her, he says, I give you my word. I will come back. I will come back to you. And she says, Prabhu, you know how to twist your words so sweetly. How do you know to do it so sweetly that I feel hurt, but at the same time I will trust you that you will go and you will come back? How is it that you have the power of speech? Do you know how powerful our speech is? Do you know that we can take our words and we can do many things with it? We can take our words and lift people's spirit and energy. Or we can take our words and make people feel like they're the worst thing in the world. Do you know we can take our words and we can motivate people, and we can use the same words and demotivate people? Do you know you can make people depressed by our words, and you can also make them feel as the happiest person in the world? Well, today in our message, it is said when Radharani, she turns to that beautiful Lord, she says, Prabhu Kanha, it is only you who know, through the manifestation of Devi in that wonderful form, how to charm the world. Which form does she speak of? Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Sanstita, Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha Saraswate Namostubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhautami Sada Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade, Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade. Sahitya Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini, Sahitya Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini. Sahitya Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini, Sahitya Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini. Kavijana Bhoshini Kama Vilushani, Kavijana Bhoshini Kama Vilushani. Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade, Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade. Jai Saraswati Mata. Shringara Rasapani Vani Girvani, Shringara Rasapani Vani Girvani. Shringara Rasapani Vani Girvani, Shringara Rasapani Vani Girvani. Sarva Vida Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini, Sarva Vida Rasapani Sarsa Ulasini. Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade, Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade. The nine devotees of God, it is said when Radharani stands by the pillar, she sees Bhagwan Gopal and he's about to leave. And where is he going? He's going to Mathura. Yashoda Maya runs up to Radharani and hugs her tight and says, child, don't worry. Matrona, don't cry. He will come back one day. And while they're consoling themselves, knowing that Sri Krishna has gone, not knowing if he will return, because he's going to stand a fight against King Kams, one of the kings who's mighty and powerful. They look at him driving away, and tears are flowing from their eyes. Radharani looks at Yashoda Maya, says, Ma, are you sure he will return? And while Yashoda Maya consoles her, she says, today, in the name of Shri Krishna, I will give you the word of love and prayer. I will give you that word of devotion, and our Lord will return. Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade, 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 Ma Sharade, Amba 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 Sharade. आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की. Tonight, Bhaktas, Radha Rani consoles the mother and the mother consoles Radha. But this is where it's about to change now. In life, we are supposed to stand together. Which mother wants to see children fall apart? Which mother will you ever speak to and says, you know what, I'm happy this son to talk to that son? None. Which mother would you hear, you know what, I'm happy that my daughter doesn't talk to her brother anymore? Which mother in the world? We are praying to mother. We are praying to Adi Shakti. We are praying to Bhadra Kali Mata. What does the mother want for us in this day and age and time? Stop fighting. Stop fighting for wealth. Stop fighting for money. Stop fighting for power. Stop fighting for the things of the world that will never last forever. Stop fighting your brothers and your sisters. Stop creating the enemies of the world. Every single day, you hear one brother fall out with another. You hear one sister is not talking to her sister. You hear brothers and sisters are having fights. What true or which true mother will appreciate that? You want to live to receive the blessings of Devi Mata? Then there are rules and conditions of the world that we must live according to. Stop the fight and start living in unity. Start living together as one family. The family that prays together will stay together. A mother sacrifices to bring her home together. The mother is the one who will stand up and say, you know what, put down that phone and come. We're going to eat by the table today. You, I don't want to hear anything. Put down the iPad. Come and sit here. Husband, you better stay quiet too. Come sit here. The mother has the energy to grasp and to pull everyone together. She has the force and the strength and the power to pull us together. That is why today, while worshipping our mother, what does the mother want? If you want the ideal blessing of Devi Mata, what should you do? Then stop the fights of the world. If you continue with the fight of the world, you will see the fierce or the raging form of Devi. But you want to feel the love. You want to feel the blessing. You want to feel the energy. And how do you do it? You have to simply utilize the love from your heart and pray from within. Friends and Bhaktas, Radharani embraced Yashoda Maya. She turns around at that point and she's about to walk away. And while she will walk, where will she go? She's about to walk into the forest. And while she's walking, it is said her mother is not too far away. Her father is not too far away. They see the heartbreak that Radha has to undergo. Radha's heart is broken. She lived her life loving Shri Krishna, and today he's walking away on her. It is like Mirabai, the line that goes like this. Sham teri bansi pukare, Radhana Sham teri bansi pukare, Radhana Log kare mera to yo hi barna, Log kare mera to yo hi barna. How will you feel if you wake up one morning and God comes in your dream and say, hey, I'm not coming in your life again, bye. Jai Narad. How will you feel if you wake up one morning and realize that all the feelings for God that you have just disappeared? God is not there. How will you feel? Life without God is a life aimlessly. No goals. What are you working for? What is your life? What is your duty? What is the the goal of it, at the end of the journey. At the end of it, Bhaktas, if God is not in your life, then who is? And then what will take place? Radha turns around and she walks and she's about to go to the forest. And while she's about to go to the forest by herself, her mother runs up to her and hugs her tight and tears are flowing from her eyes. And Radha simply feels the dular and the love and she stays right there. The father comes up to her and he hugs her together. And while she's feeling that love from both parents, the mother looks at the father and they say, you know what? I think we should do it now. I think it is time. We don't know when Kanha will come back. We don't know for how long he will go for. But I think it is time. Time for what? They looked at one another. They released Radha and they allowed her to go to the forest. She went by herself. And after hours of being by herself, trying to deal with the heart pain and the hurt, she comes back to her home and she sits quietly. She doesn't say much. She doesn't eat much. She's still heartbroken for Prabhu Krishna. The mother and the father come together and they decide, you know what? Probably if somebody else comes in her life and tries to make her happy, maybe she might feel better. Probably if somebody comes to make her smile, she might feel better. Probably somebody's funny enough, or maybe a people's person to be jokey enough, maybe that person can make us smile once more. But we don't know when Kanha will come back. And they've decided now that we must find a suitable person for Radha. I'm sure you never hear up on this point. Radharani sits in her room and she will never come out. She will only come out if she hears Krishna's voice. And she won't hear it. She will sit there. While she's sitting there, Katha tells us, she will become depressed and down. There's no confidence in her life. There's no way to rise above that feeling that she has. If God is not in your life, you will be depressed. You will go down mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Your life would never work out for you. You see what you're doing here tonight with the extra effort to come to Prabhu, to Devi Mata? Mother will multiply the blessings to you because it takes one little effort. How hard is it to pray? If you don't even know a mantra, that's it. You just have to stand by the Murti and do this. How hard is that? Pranams. That means something. Pranams, adorations, salutations. Katha says tonight, Radharani doesn't want to come out of her room. Mother and father sits by themselves and they think of somebody in their mind. You know what? I remember this person. This person, every time Radharani and Bhagwan Krishna are outside and Prabhu Krishna is blowing the basuri and Radha is always laughing with Prabhu Krishna, there's always somebody who is looking at Prabhu Krishna because they're in love with him too. And there's somebody who's always looking at Radha because they're in love also. Jai Hari Govinda. Who's always looking at Prabhu Krishna? Anybody knows? Radha Krishna Seva Pavo E Abhilasi Radha Krishna Seva Pavo E Abhilasi. Whenever you see Radha Rani and you see a picture of Prabhu Krishna, in the background you must notice, some pictures may have it. There's always a girl who's holding a parrot in her hand. Or she's standing by a tree and there's a parrot. And her eyes are looking at Kanha and she's in love with him. In her mind she prays, I wish he could be my husband one day. Look how lucky Radha is. I wish he can be in my life. And there's somebody who's always looking at Radha and saying, look how lucky Shri Krishna is. I wish I could be married to Radha. And this person, he sat down and he will pray, pray and pray for Radha to be in his life. Who are these two people? Anybody want to guess? Who looks at Prabhu Krishna? Who holds the parrot to the bird in her hand? Panirani? Jai Narayan. What about Radharani? Jai Govinda. Who looks at Prabhu Krishna? Radha Krishna seva pavo e abhilase Tulsi Krishna. Kya baat? Tulsi Mata is a plant. But in the days of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, she fell in love with him. As a child, she plays with the birds. And she will love to play with the birds all the time. So she has a bird in her hand. She has a little parrot, a little green bird. Look at the picture sometimes, the older ones, and you'll see it. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Radha Krishna Seva Pavoy Eya Pilase. Radha Krishna Seva Pavoy Eya Pilase. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo. Everybody follow. Hari Govinda. ये तुम्हारा शरणालय तारावंता पूर्णा हो. ये तुम्हारा शरणालय तारावंता पूर्णा हो. कृपा करी करो तारे वृंदावन वासे. कृपा करी करो तारे वृंदावन वासे. तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसे नमो नमः. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Hari. Jai Ho. Mora ye abhilash vilas tunje diyo vaas. Mora ye abhilash vilas tunje diyo vaas. Nayane hi ribo saram jugala ruparase. Nayane hi ribo saram jugala ruparase. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Preyase Namo Namaha. Kya baat? Everybody follow. Jai Bole. दीन कृष्णा दासे कोई ए जना मोरा हो. दीन कृष्णा दासे कोई ए जना मोरा हो. श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सारा देना भासे. श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सारा देना भासे. तुलसी कृष्णा प्रेयसे नमो नमः. तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसे नमो नमः. Everybody go. Jai Tulsi Mata. Bole. जय वृंदे देवी 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 जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी. Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani Jaya. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Tulsi Mata is always looking at Bhagavan Krishna, and she is always begging in her mind, Prabhu in the skies, when will you allow me to become wed to this beautiful form of Bhagavan Gopal? In the meantime, it is said, one of the Gopas, one of the cowherd boys, where his father serves the entire village of Vrindavan with cow milk. It is said the son of this wonderful bhakta, who would prepare the cows and he will ensure that each and every household will get cow milk. This child, a son by the name of Ayan, he would sit every day and he will look at the Radha and he will wish that he can have her as his wife. He doesn't know where the love has come from. He doesn't know where it stems from. But one day, on that particular day, when Radharani was shedding her tears, he sat down and he looked at her. In the skies coming from above, Narayana, Narayan, Sage Narada comes down to him and simply says, son, your day is about to come. And he says, what are you talking about? Your day will come. Which day? What do you know? He says, son, don't you always wish to become wed to Radharani? He says, yes, I feel so much emotions, but I don't deserve her. Why would you think that the beloved of Bhagavan Krishna will simply stand on my side? As the Katha has it, Narada speaks to this son and he says, nothing comes easy in the world. I will remind you of your life. He says, not in this life, but in your past life. As a child, you grew up loving the Murti of Shri Krishna and Goddess Lakshmi. And while you would love these two forms, you were so much in love with the wonderful form of Goddess Lakshmi Mata that you decided to pray to Lord Narayana to one day have that consort of yours be the image of Goddess Lakshmi Mata. So you sat down one day in your past life and you prayed to Lord Vishnu. How did you pray? Shriman Narayana, Narayana, Narayan. Bolo, everybody. Shriman Narayana, Narayana. Shriman Narayana, Narayana, Narayan. Lakshmi Narayana, Narayana, Narayan. Narada says, because you wanted the consort of Lakshmi Mata to be in your life so badly, you didn't care what it took you, You prayed as much as you can. How much people today pray for 5 minutes a day? 5 minutes. How many people, 5 minutes is too much? How many people see it hard just to light a diya for Prabhu? How many people see it, Panditji, let me ask you something. Do you have devotees when they come to sit down and do puja? As soon as you sit down and you set up everything, you take time and you're ready to start, they say, well, Pandit, how long this thing would take? I just want to know. Not so? Look at the world today. When a demon wants to get powers, when a Rakshasa wants to get a boon, when Rakshasic people want to kill the whole world, to say, they don't mind if they have to stand up on 1 foot for 1,000 years for God to give them the gift. And when we who are the bhaktas of the Divine Mother have to pray, and we sit down to worship God, we say, well, Pandit, how long again? When it is time to do devotion, we look for the shortest way out. We look for the shortcuts. We look for the easy way out. But yet, we expect the biggest blessing. The Mother is teaching us today, what you give is what you'll get back. Exactly what you give is exactly what you'll get back. If you think in your life things are not going the way it is supposed to be, pray harder about it. Dedicate yourself to God. Take more time. Do japa, jap sadhana. Take a japa mala and chant. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. 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 How long does it take you? 5 minutes, maybe to do 108? Or maybe less? 3 minutes? Chant the name of God and stop hesitating. Today people fuss to pray. Today people fuss to do a prayer. People complain when it's time to do puja. People complain how to fast. People complain how long to fast for. People complain what kind of offering. Well, I can't get that. No, this go work. Stop compromising for God. When I looked at how they decked the murti and the offerings that were given, Jai Bhagwan. You could see time was taken and effort was taken to put the little things in place. When you do prayer and devotion with love, you just have to look at it and you feel it right there. You can tell the difference when somebody does a prayer with love from their heart, and you can tell the difference when somebody do a prayer pohar. Not so? You automatically, you see it. Today, this child sits and he will pray, Shriman Narayan, Lord, I want Goddess Lakshmi to be my consort, please. And Lord Narayan is in the skies, and he's saying to himself, but he's just so ordinary, how will I bless him with that? But he sits dedicated. You want to get the blessing of Mother? You must be dedicated, persistent. You must be willing. You must have the confidence. You must be wanting that miracle to take place for the miracle to happen. Ye jeevan bheet jayega. When the problems come, don't just sit and cry. Tujhe rona. Rona means tears and cry. Nahi hoga. But get up on the inside. Work for what you want. We have come in the world for a purpose. Bharosa kar tu Ishwar par tujhe dona nahi hoga. ये जीवन बीत जाएगा तुझे रोना नहीं होगा. Don't sit and cry when you have hard times. Pray. You know what? Tonight and for the rest of this yatra, we are given a privilege. To those who are tuned in on the medias and so on, you are given a privilege to come here and pray. While Murti is standing in his most beautiful form, you're given the opportunity. Do you know that when you whisper to the Murti, just like mud absorbs water, when you whisper to these Murtis, it is said they absorb your troubles and your problems. That is why we say, Ma, take it with you now in the last day. Pray, talk to her. Every night you come, to those who are here, walk up to the Murti and say, Ma, you know my heart, you know my prayer, you know my cry, you know what is happening in my life. I'm here just to stand before you, Ma. Save my life from the negativities of the world. All you need to do is to walk up to her and pray. People in the world beg for an opportunity like this. While you have it, embrace it. Radha Rani, it is said one day when she came home, her parents will speak to her. This young man, Ayan is his name. Narada says, in your past life you begged Prabhu, please, please, I want you to bring Lakshmi Mata as my consort. And Prabhu Vishnu, he says, manifesting before him, he says, you know what? I am satisfied with the way you have prayed to me. And because I am happy and satisfied, today I bless you. Not now, but in your next lifetime, you will be able to become wed to Radharani. Some people ask the question, but how come Radha and Krishna exists? And Prabhu Krishna becomes married to Rukmini. But what happened to Radharani? A common question. Well, today at this point, Radha comes home and she sees her mother and father sitting before her, and mother and father says, child, Radha, you know what? I want to tell you something. I've seen your heart broken, but we found a suitable person for you. She looks, she just shrugs, and she walks away. And when she walks away, the parents realize that they must do what it takes in order to bring the child's mind to ease. So they prepare everything. And they say, Radha, do you remember that boy from the village whose parents, they will distribute the milk for everybody? Do you remember that boy who would go around and he will ensure that everyone has the milk? Radha, I think it is time you become wed. We are not seeing signs of Krishna, Prabhu. And Radha shrugs because her mind is on the feet of Krishna. She doesn't know what to think or what to do, but she says, well, like an arranged marriage, she decides to let it be. What happens at this point? Radharani, she looks at them. A preparation for a wedding ceremony is about to take place. It is said the side of Radharani and everybody, they prepare and deck everything. This son, however, he's about to leave his home. But you know something? While he's about to leave the home, he has come from a lineage and a generation where they worship Devi Mata. And before they would leave their home, they have gone to their altar and there's a murti of Kali Mata. And they will go to the altar and they will take their tali and they will do the Aarti. And while they're doing the Aarti to Sri Kali Mata, Ma, they say, our son is about to become wed today. And while he's about to become wed, as he's about to leave this home and he's about to go there, protect him on his journey. When you're about to leave to go on a journey, pray to Mother Kali for protection. When you leave your home to step out, whether it's to go to work or to come back, whether it's to travel abroad, whether it's to just go on a boat, wherever it is, when you leave your house, touch the earth. Yes, it is Dharti Mata, but touch the earth and say, Jai Ma Kali. Worship Mother Kali. Respect her for protection. They're about to leave. And while they're about to leave, it is said they will worship Mother Kali, they will do the Aarti, they will offer the fragrance and the essence, they will place the chandan, and they will pray from their hearts. How will they pray? Like last night? Jayanti Mangala Kali, Bhadra Kali Kapalani, Durga Kshama Shivadatre. I think we do a little better than that. Aaj Shakti Durga Mata ki Jayanti Mangala Kali, Durga Kshama Shivadatre. They're about to worship the mother and they're about to leave home. And while this son, my dear friends, he's about to leave, Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalani Durga Kshama Shivadatre Swaha Swada Namostute. They offer the Aarti, they pay their pranams, and they're about to leave now. And while they're going, what is the first thing they will do? In front of that barat, in front of the horse that is about to take him, they take a coconut. And when you leave on a journey, what do you do with the coconut? Yeah. They go in front of the horses, Jai Ma Kali, and they burst the coconut. And as soon as the coconut is burst into pieces, at that point, they take the camphor. And you know what they did? This hasn't come from Devi Bhagavatam. This hasn't come from Mahabharata. This comes from what we call Padavali. Look it up. It's different. The Padavali scripture has come from where? It is said Bhagwan Krishna will be known as in Mahabharata and Bhagavatam. But the true essence of Radharani lies from North India, north and northeast of India, where Padavali is the scripture where Radharani had taken her journey when she felt lost and confused about Bhagwan Krishna. This is the essence of Radha. In this part of the scripture, they burst the coconut, they put camphor in one end, and what did they put in the other? Anybody want to guess? They took dahi, they took honey, and they mixed it together. And they offered Aarti to the horse and to the chariot. And they placed it on his side. And after putting it on his side, who will they call to now make sure that the journey is successful? Om Hrim Batukaya Namaha. Who will they call? Kala Bhairava. And they're about to leave. They are Kali worshippers. They are Ma Kali worshippers. And they're going now to become wed to whom? Radharani. Jai Bhagwan. Panditji, I want to see that book. They are bhaktas of Mother Kali. And they're going to Radharani. And while they're going to search for her, while they will go now to the house to ensure that the wedding ceremony will take place, the Bharat leaves. And with the sound of the drums and with the sounds, my friends, of blessings of Devi Mata, they will now head in the direction of Vrindavan, where they will look for Radharani. Shri Vrindavan mein Hari Lal ki Jai, Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Amba Bhavani Sharade, Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade. The mother will guide their mind, she will guide their speech, she will guide their intellect, she will guide their consciousness, and they're going in the direction. And after a little journey, as soon as they reach Vrindavan, and they stop in front of that entire place that is decorated. The sun comes down. He's decked and he's about to walk into now the wonderful arena that is all set. Amba Parameshwari, Akilandeshwari, Adi Parashakti, Palayaman. They drop some water on the ground. They light a camphor. But just remember, when you light the camphor for Devi, you don't burn the earth at the same time. So they placed it either on a leaf or a deer. Because you can't say, Ma, bless me, and you're scorching her with fire. So they place it now on a leaf. And they call upon Devi. We are here now. And the ceremony is about to begin. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Everybody follow. Jai Bhadrakali Mata. Rajarajeshwari, Shri Bhuvaneshwari, Rajarajeshwari, Shri Bhuvaneshwari. Rajarajeshwari, Shri Bhuvaneshwari, Parashakti Palayaman, Parashakti Palayaman. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Jai Durga! Shri Chandeshwari, Shri Durgeshwari, Shri Chandeshwari, Shri Durgeshwari. Shri Chandeshwari, Shri Durgeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Amba Parameshwari, Akhilandeshwari, Hari Parashakti Palayaman. Jai Hari! It is said Ayan walks in now into the mandap and Radha Rani is sitting there. She has been decked down and prepared for a marriage. But when she turns and she sees him, she turns the other side. Ayan is happy and feeling lucky to become married to her. He comes and he sits next to her. And the ceremony is about to take place. And while the ceremony will take place, Radha, her heart is not there. Her heart is on Krishna Prabhu. I don't know what is happening to my life. My mind is on Krishna Prabhu. My heart is at the feet of Prabhu Krishna. But my body is being forced to be elsewhere. When she sits there, the entire ceremony is about to take place. She turns the other direction. Radha's mother and Radha's father, they are looking at her and they are feeling sorry for her. But they are praying and hoping that at some point, she will light up a little bit. She will probably turn. And for the entire ceremony, she will never look. Does the ceremony complete? Does she become married? Yes. She becomes married to Ayan. But her eyes are elsewhere. Her heart is elsewhere. Her mind and body is elsewhere. She only sits there and the ceremony continues. And as soon as it is finished, it is said both of them get up. She's walking as though she has no life. But she's walking and she's about to go now to the home of Ayan. Lifeless, mentally depressed and down. And she goes on the Bharat. And while she's going, she's only questioning in her mind, why me? The questions will come in your life. Why me? What do you do when that happens? Kanaka Durge Mahashakti, Kanaka Durge Mahashakti. Kanaka Durge Mahashakti, Kanaka Durge Mahashakti, Mahamaya Palayaman, Mahamaya Palayaman, Amba Parameshwari, Akhilanteshwari, Adi Parashakti Palayaman, Amba Parameshwari, Akhilanteshwari, Adi Parashakti Palayaman. Jai Bhadrakali Maa. Adi Parashakti Palayaman, Adi Parashakti Palayaman, Adi Parashakti Palayaman, Adi Parashakti Palayaman, Parashakti Palayaman, Parashakti Palayaman, 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 Palayaman. आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, भवानी माता की जय. Radha Rani, it is said without her consent, she becomes wed. And she's about to leave now. And she's about to go to the home of Ayan. She goes to his home, and when she goes there, as though she's unconcerned and she's lost in herself, she has become wed to Ayan. And when she gets into the home, what does she do? She goes to the altar to see if she can see an image of her Lord. But who would she see? Om Kali Kali Mahakali, Kali ke Parameshwari, Sarvananna Kare Devi, Narayani Namostute. She sees an image of Mother Kali. She doesn't see Kanha. She doesn't see Prabhu Krishna. Where's my Kanha? And she drops on the ground again and she starts to cry. What has my life become? Have you had times in your life where you don't know where your life has ended up or where it has begun or reached? And you tell yourself, you know what, I feel like I could just end it right there. Well, don't end it. Go at the feet of the mother and pray. She sits there and she doesn't see her Kanha. She knocks on the ground as though she's angry. Where is my Krishna? Prabhu, when will you return? How much longer will I have to live like this? And looking around and nobody's there, she's forced now. No one should be forced to pray, but she's forced now to look at the image of Mother Kali. And when she looks, she says, Ma, look at me now. Ma, there's nobody else around. Radha Rani stoops to the feet of the Divine Mother. Ma, why have I been brought to this position? You are the goddess of this house. And I have entered this house. Why can't you fix my life? Please, Ma. And she picks up now the tali with the Aarti. And she says, I will offer this light to you, Ma. Please accept it. And when she holds the light in the air, she closes her eyes and the tears are flowing. And she says, Ma, this is for you. And while she's doing her Aarti, she's praying, please, I want to see my Prabhu. Katha has it in a beautiful way. It is said Radha Rani loves Prabhu Krishna and will never be separated from Kanha. But the purpose of her prayer is to once more see Kanha. And if it means that she has to turn to the mother to beg for help, she will do it. We can't expect to do everything in the world by ourselves. We need help sometimes. Some of us think that we are big and mighty. We think because of status and money and wealth and whatever we have in the world, I could do it all and I know it all. Don't ever become caught up with the ego. We always at some point will have to stoop and get that blessing of the gods. We are not big and mighty. Radha Rani sits at the feet of Mother Kali and she says, please ma. And every single day she will pray. Every single day she will beg the mother. And while she will beg for that help, while she will pray to Devi Mata, it is said beautifully, Katha is telling us now, that she sits one day, and while in the midst of sitting, days are passing, weeks are passing, the time is passing by, Kanha isn't coming. And she sits now to do her Aarti. And on one particular morning, while she's doing the Aarti, every day, according to the Katha, let us understand very well, it is said, every single day from the day of marriage, Radha lived in that house, but she had no relation to the husband. She said to herself, her heart belongs to Krishna. This body belongs to Krishna. My mind belongs to Krishna. So whenever you hear that Radha Rani became married, she had no relation to Ayan. She says, I will live in the house like I'm supposed to. But I'm letting you know, my heart, my mind, my body, my consciousness is at the feet of Prabhu Krishna. And tonight, Bhaktas, one day, while doing the Aarti, she's called by one of her best friends. They've come to visit her. And when the friend comes and the friend will ask now, Radha, how are you feeling? Radha says, when will Kanha come? The friend says, I want you to come see something. I want to speak with you. So Radha leaves the mandir and she goes outside. And when she goes outside, the friend takes her to a different mandir, not the one in the house. They go to a mandir where Prabhu Shankar Bholena, the Murti of Lord Shiva is there. A Murti of Parvati Mata is there. And they sit down and the friend says, I want you to pray to Lord Shiva first. I want you to pray to Devi Mata. And after praying, I want to take you somewhere. But pray. And she's about to pray to Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi. Listen tonight. Mata Parvati Devi Mata Dehi Annapurne Mata Dehi Bhiksham Dehi Sita Vallabhakari Mata Mataji He Mata, Om Shri Mata, Lalitamba. Shri Gajananda Swami ki. She sits, Har Har Mahadev. And she looks at Parvati Mata. Ma, as a mother, Parvati Devi, I'm praying for your blessing. If you are true to me, if my love for you is true, if my love for you is honest and divine and pure, Ma, I want to see my Krishna. I cannot manage anymore. Listen. Hey Mata, Om Shri Mata Lalitamba. Hey Mata, Om Shri Mata Lalitamba. Hey Mata, Om Shri Mata Lalitamba. Om Shri Mata Lalitamba. Jai Ambe! starts to pray to Parvati Mata. And while she's praying now, she starts to hear noise. She starts to hear Jai Jaikar. She starts to hear victory in the name of who? Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki. Shri Baki Bihari Lal Ki. She's worshipping the mother. She was now asking, Ma, if my love is true to you, please bring what I ask. Bring the miracle that I'm asking for. And suddenly she hears the voice of devotees. She sees a crowd of gopis walking in a distance. And where they're going, she doesn't know, but they're chanting Jai Jaikar, Baki Bihari Lal Ki. And she turns to her friend and she says, did you hear that? Did you hear what I heard? Or is it my mind? And she gets up now. When she gets up, she says to the friend, can we please follow? And she joins now with all the gopis. And they're following now. And where they're going? It is said there's about to be a meeting. And all the gopis are assembling together. And where will they go? Listen. Hey Mata, Hey Mata, Hey Mata, Hey Mata, Amba Purane Lalitamba, Amba Purane Lalitamba, Hey Mata, Hey Mata, Hey Mata. Radha follows everybody. And listen now. Radha follows everybody. They reach a spot. They're gathering together. People have come with their tarya with Aarti. People have come with malas. People have come with chandan. Yashoda Maya has come. And Radha Rani, she puts her hands together. Ma, what is happening here? And Yashoda Maya says, wait, I will tell you. And while they're waiting now, suddenly in a distance, it is said they start seeing now a chariot coming back to Vrindavan. And who is coming, my friends? It is said coming in that chariot is none other than the Divine Lord. Bhagwan Kanha. He's about to return from Mathura. He has destroyed kingdoms. He has captivated and captured the entire village of Mathura. And he's about to return with his brother. And while they are coming back, my friends, Jai Jaikar amongst all the devotees and all the gopis of Vrindavan. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki. Radharani, she sees her Lord and her heart starts to melt. And as soon as the Lord comes and he reaches a certain part, he stops. Radharani, she runs away from everybody and she runs through the side of the bushes and she runs up to the chariot. And when she sees her Lord, it is said she stops frozen and she freezes right there, mesmerized. And while she's there, Kanha comes down and listen to this kahani. Kanha comes down and he walks into the forested part and he says, Balarama, you go. I will come. Kanha stands in front of Radha. And while she's standing there, in the home, it is said Ayan, the husband of Radha, he has come home. And he's asking, where is Radha? And some of the people who are now walking up to where the gopis are, they're saying, Radha, we saw Radha going in this direction. She's in this direction. I don't know, but she's here. Let's go see. And at that point, her husband Ayan, he's going now to follow the entire crowd. He reaches where the crowd is and he doesn't see Radha. So he's looking around and he can't find her. He sees Yashoda Maya. He says, Ma, have you seen Radha? She says, no, I don't know. I think she went this way to the forest. And he's now running through the forest to find his Radha. Radha! He's calling. Where's Radha? She's standing next to Shri Krishna. She's mesmerized. And Ayan is coming to look for her. And as soon as she hears the voice of her husband, Prabhu Krishna, you know what he does? Immediately he changes his form and his roop. He changes his personality immediately. He looks up in the skies and he says, Radha, I know it all. I know what the world is doing. I know the Maya of the world. But don't worry. It is said with the peacock feather in his ear. The peacock feather is standing bright. And which form will he take? Listen. Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, Amba Purne Lalitamba, Amba Purne Lalitamba, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, Chandi Chamudaya Lalitamba, Chandi Chamudaya Lalitamba, Chandi Chamudaya Lalitamba, Chandi Chamudaya Lalitamba, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata. He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, Ardhanari Lalitamba, Ardhanari Lalitamba, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, He Mata, Raja Rajeshwari Lalitamba, 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 Raja Rajeshwari Lalitamba. हे माता बोलो हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा. Bhagwan Krishna knows what is happening. Lord Krishna stands in front of her. She turns around when she hears the voice of her husband calling. And the minute she turns back, Prabhu Krishna isn't there. He changes his form. The peacock feather remains there. But the beautiful form of the mother, he turns into the skies. Ma, you have to help me here because I can't create more problems. I've already left. And the mother comes through the energy of Bhagwan Gopal. And he transforms himself into that beautiful Bhadrakali Rupa. It is said when he turns himself into that beautiful form of Mother Kali, as soon as Radha turned around, just so that the Lord would not create a problem that Radha ran away just to meet Kanha, she immediately turned and she put her hands together, and the husband came in same time. And as soon as he came in, he saw Kali Mata blessing Radha, and he says, wow, how lucky am I that my Ishta Devata, the God who controls my lineage, she has come to now pray. He turns around and he says, Maaf kijiye, I will wait with everybody. Look at the Maya and the tricks of the world. Bhagwan Kanha, he smiles. When he smiles, it is said the feathers around him will shine. Mother Kali also loved peacock feathers. There are forms of Devi that has the peacock feathers when you make offerings to her. It is said that is the form Krishna Kali was her name, where it is her form is surrounded by the feathers behind her. She is Prabhu Krishna, but incarnated. It is said Kali Mata, she then bursts out into the form of her original form in the beautiful pastime of Shri Krishna. And that day Radharani looked at him and she says, today I've satisfied my eyes and I've blessed my eyes, not just with you, Krishna, for the satisfaction of love, but I've satisfied my heart. And today, now that I've seen that the said mother I was praying to, Kali Mata, is the said mother who've come in front of me, I won't go back anymore. She gets up there and then. She prostrates to Kali Mata. She prostrates to Shri Krishna. She turns around and she walks into the forest, walking out of the family and the marriage and everybody. And she goes into the forest, never to be seen again. That was the last sight of Radharani. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Bhadra Kali Mata ki. And this is where we end our beautiful katha tonight, where Bhagavan Shri Krishna, where Shri Kali Mata, they are but one. The mother exists in every heart, in every individual, but your prayer, your devotion must be pure. With this, my friends, as we end our Katha, while the Havan Puja has been done by Pandit Randi ji, at this time now, let me call to the front Gurudev ji, Pandit Satyanand, to come to the front to give us a few words of blessings in the name of the Divine Mother, Sri Kali Mata, and also once more to all the devotees who tuned in via Bhakti TV. We especially send our love and our blessings to you wherever you are in this world tuning in. Tonight, once more, friends, we've touched the feet of Sri Krishna and Sri Kali Mata. Tomorrow night, we'll continue to our messages where we will see another form of Sri Kali Mata. But at this time now, we hand over to Pandit ji.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री वेद व्यास महाराज की जय. I'm not satisfied with that jay. Thank you, Ritesh, for bringing that from New York for us. Come on, let us show our appreciation for the wonderful effort that Pandit Narad and the celestial Gandarvas have made here this evening. प्रेम से बोलो श्री वेद व्यास महाराज की. You could have saved me a whole minute of talk there. My dear devotees, we have been blessed this evening by the wonderful storytelling style of Vyasji Pandit Narad Gosine. We have been blessed with the musical accompaniment of the celestial Gandarvas, made and enhanced a little bit better by the New York Gandarva, my very dear friend Ritesh Jaikran. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Kali Yatra is a very special festival. Up to 10 years ago, when we spoke about Kali Mata, for those who were unfamiliar with the worship of Kali Devi, just to hear the name, people became scared. Kali Puja was reserved for people with backyard. Kali Puja was reserved for mandirs that those who consider themselves pure Sanatanists would turn their head when they passed. But 10 years ago, I remember Rick telling me that he is going to do Kali Yatra, and even I had my doubts, because the name Kali for many people invoked fear. And over the 10 years that he has embarked along with his team on this wonderful project of demystifying Kali Mata, of bringing it to all places, central Trinidad and central to Sanatan Dharma. We have over the years learned that the Divine Mother is not to be feared, but the Divine Mother is to be loved. And Kali Devi is a direct response of manifestation. The first time she appeared was a direct manifestation and the result of those in heaven and those on earth crying out for help. And out of the various devatas, the light coalesced and gave us Durga Devi. And out of her, the essence of that destructive power is Kali. Lakshmi Mata does not destroy. She blesses with wealth and prosperity. Saraswati Mata blesses with sweet speech. Kali Devi takes care of those who would trespass against dharma. So if you're on the path of righteousness, you're on the path of love, you're on the path of devotion, then there is no fear that should come into your mind, should ever enter your mind. But if you are on the path of Rakta Bij and on the path of the Rakshas lifestyle, then I want to caution you, you have everything to be afraid of because you're living the wrong life. My dear devotees, in Sanatan Dharma, the word Sanatan Dharma means encompasses so many different types of beliefs. We have the worship of Kali Devi, we have the worship of Shri Krishna. Baba brought up both of them together and showed you that they are really one and the same. We have different paramparas that exist. Gurus teach according to their own realization. And so the chelas follow. But I want to assure you that there is nothing to be afraid of. The common thread in this age of Kali Yuga that runs through all the various beliefs of Sanatan Dharma is love. And if there's only one religion, it is the religion of love. But in order to benefit from the love, in order to benefit from the worship of Devi Ma, one must have Vishwas. One must have faith. And so the result, sometimes people will tell you, Baba, I went there and I didn't get any help by that Baba, so I went by the other Baba and I got help. People pray best when they are most, they have the most amount of pain. When they have the most amount of desire to be fulfilled. That's when they pray because they want something. So maybe you had more faith when you went the other side. Vishwas, faith is important. If you're going to come to God in any form, whichever form, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Mana mana bhava mada bhakta madhyajimam namaskuru. Think of me, bow down to me, and you shall undoubtedly come on to me. To reap the true benefits and the rewards of any devotion, in particular our devotion here over these few nights, one must have absolute faith. One must have absolute love. There are many of you will reach there and you can't find yourself up here. And I want to remind those of you who are viewing on Bhakti TV and viewing on Pandit Narad's Facebook page, he has over 400 viewers right now. Bhakti TV has 27,000. I think you broke. We can go up to 200,000, so we're getting there slowly but surely. Come with faith. Come with love. Come and surrender yourself. We live in an age called Kali Yuga. Yes, Kali Yuga is a terrible time. Yes, Kali Yuga has all the problems. But Kali Yuga also has one particular blessing that no other age has. When you show love. When you show love for God. When you love God, just that one tiny little second, that is enough to liberate your soul. That is enough to come to self-realization. So I urge you, my dear devotees, whatever shortcomings, whatever you are not able to achieve, it is only because you lack the love that is necessary. And this evening I want to thank Baba for sharing his love with us and the celestial Gandarvas and leading us in loving God. Let's give them a nice big round of applause for a wonderful job. Well done. And permit me 1 minute. Bhakti TV is a brainchild that I came up with just before COVID hit. And Bhakti TV is what it is. It is love for God. In our particular station, we feature all the Pandits, all the Panditas, all the Swamis, all the Sadhus. Only caveat is when you come to us, please do not bring down your brother. Please do not have something negative to say about someone who is practicing some other form of Sanatan Dharma that you may not understand. Come and teach people how to pray. Come and teach people how to love God. And with that being said, Panditji has been with us for the better part of 2 years. All his kathas are broadcast on us. You can find us on the internet. You can find us on www, it's right in front of the stage yet, right? www.tvbhakti.com or on tegodb.com. Why do we stay on the internet? Quite frankly, it's cheaper. Right? It is not governed by any telecommunication authority, so they can't come and shut us down. It is free. All you have to do is load it. And in these days, everybody walks with a phone, and sometimes they have two. Right, Adesh? Right. So, my dear devotees, support us. Because while a lot of business models are based on profit, ours is based on strengthening Hinduism. The profit is periphery to us. Thank you very much. God bless you. Jai Sri Sitaram.
Special thanks, Panditji, for your blessings. At this time, let us all stand as we now join in our final Aarti. सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया। अरे सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। तेरा पार न पाया। पान सुपारे ध्वजा नारियल, पान सुपारे ध्वजा नारियल। पान सुपारे ध्वजा नारियल, ले तेरे बेत चराया, ले तेरे बेत चराया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। सुबह चोल तेरे अंग विराजे, सुबह चोल तेरे अंग विराजे। सुबह चोल तेरे अंग विराजे, केसर तिलक लगाया, केसर तिलक लगाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। ब्रह्मावीर परे तेरे द्वारे, ब्रह्मावीर परे तेरे द्वारे। ब्रह्मावीर परे तेरे द्वारे, शंकर जान लगाया, शंकर जान लगाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। धूप दीपनय वेद आरती, धूप दीपनय वेद आरती। धूप दीपनय वेद आरती, मोहन भोग लगाया, मोहन भोग लगाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। धानो भगतमय तेरे गुण गाये, धानो भगतमय तेरे गुण गाये। धानो भगतमय तेरे गुण गाये, मनवांचित फल पाया, मनवांचित फल पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी। दुम 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 दुर्गा लं जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी हो जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी माता दी जय 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 माता जय माता दी जय माता दी ज्ञान से बोलो जय माता दी मिलकर बोलो जय माता दी प्रेम से बोलो जय माता दी 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 जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशिनी बहुपालवे जय शुंभानि शुंभा कपालधरे प्रणमामि तु देवी नराति हरे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम। श्री वृंदावन में हरिलाल की, श्री बाकी बिहारी लाल की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा भवानी माता की, श्री भद्रकाली महामाता की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम।